What's going on, guys? It's your boy from Rico Tav. Tav meaning thoughts and vlogs. So I got a thought today. Now, I just saw that in the UK, they're looking to ban all under 16s from all of the different social media applications, from YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, all of that stuff, or Twitter X. You know what I mean? And you know what? I feel like it's a really good idea because I feel like these kids are being led astray by all of these different social media influencers. And the thing is, kids obviously are easily influenced. So if the influencers are influencing the influence, okay, then that's going to cause a very, 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 very big problem. These kids don't know who they are. They don't know their self. They haven't built up enough emotional intelligence or emotional defenses for certain attacks. So when they're being attacked emotionally, mentally, spiritually, they don't know. You know, they can be so led astray. Like, when you talk to some of these kids, you can kind of tell roughly who they follow on social media. Be like, oh yeah, obviously you follow her, or oh yep, obviously you follow him, you know. And it's not a good look. It's not a good thing. And that, like, we definitely need to shield and protect our kids from being influenced, and also then they're being exposed and stimulated in ways that they don't need to be stimulated. Go stimulate your book, go stimulate your education. Do you know what I mean? But my issue is that some people, some parents, they're not going to go for this. They're not going to help this. They're going to find ways. And okay, you're going to ban them, but then a parent will help them get on the social media. Do you know what I mean? And what is the consequences if the child is found with social media? Like, if there's no consequences, then nothing's going to change, you know? If there's no consequences, if there's ways around it, if the parents ain't being penalized, I don't understand how they're going to do it. Now, there are some things in some situations where I believe that social media is okay. So maybe a restrictive ban, maybe a time limit, but you know, you can't take things away from people, especially when they've had it. They're gonna act like fiends, you know. And you know, I have an older daughter, so she's been through this, and you know, she's old enough to make decisions for herself. But I don't really, if you're under 10, you don't need to be on there. If you're under 10, you don't, even 12, you don't need to be on there. Do you know what I mean? It's like, your socialization really should be football and parks and stuff like that. Why are we socializing this? Why are we doing the fake socializing? Why are we not doing the real socializing? And even another thing about the social media is that, you know, they're more susceptible to pedophiles and stuff, because pedophiles use these apps and devices to lure your kids in. So at least, you know, they'll be old enough to make proper decisions and not be manipulated by people that just want to prey on them and use them, you know. So there's so much benefits to kids coming off of social media, and I don't understand why they was allowed on social media in the first place, to be fair. But I just don't see how we're going to enforce. I don't see how we're going to enforce this change. I just don't. I don't see it. You know, I'm for it. Oh, I'm for it. I think it's a great idea. I think it's phenomenal. But I just don't understand how they're going to implement it. Especially when their parents, it's going to be like, all right, then I'll find a way around it. You go on my social media account. You know what I mean? I'll give my ID. Like, I don't know. Like, and yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it. But I believe I believe it's a great idea to protect our children from many different types of attacks, because social media is there's so many different, even agenda-based attacks. Do you know what I mean? Like programming the kids full of nonsense that they don't need to know. You know, like, kids just need to be kids, man. Kids need to be outside socializing. You know, there's some kids over here. There's some kids out here and around the world, I should say. They have best friends they never met, but one's in Texas and one's in Sweden. You know what I mean? Like, they're best friends. They talk all the time. Like, they do everything what a friendship can do, okay? But they met online. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. This is like in my day, we had pen pals, and we couldn't. We couldn't even do that properly. Do you know what I mean? But then to have like a friend online, internet friends, and you've never met them, like best friends. You know what I mean? They know everything about you. They've never been in the same side of the earth as you. Do you know what I mean? Never been on the same side of the planet. You know what I mean? Never had the same oxygen of you. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're best friends. So I don't know. But anyway, leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this topic of children being banned from all social media platforms in the UK. I don't know if it's been implemented anywhere else, and if it has been, leave a comment down below and let me know where it's been implemented somewhere else. But yeah, I'm all for it. I don't know how they're going to do it. You know, I wish them all good luck. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, signing off here. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. This is Rico Tyler, and I'm out.